Uh, yeah, this is going to be a rant, but I want to talk about this particular subject. But first things first, I do this for me, for venting purposes, and if you don't like it, please, please, please get the fuck off my channel. I'm not looking for any praise or no accolades. Now, back to the subject at hand. I want to talk about this new thing that motherfuckers are making up. I mean, it's not made up, but it's the term. I want to talk about this new term called the Gen Z stare. I say it again. I want to talk about the Gen Z stare. Basically, it's this new term that's been created on the internet, talking about how Generation Z people, how the younger people have this particular stare, and the stare consists of soulless, like zombie, like death stare, like there's no soul in their eyes. And I hate to break it down to you, but you humans are full of shit. Literally, humans are full of shit because that same stare, that so-called Gen Z stare that y'all talking about, that y'all put a title on, that's been going on for many, 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 many years, way before Gen Z was even thought of. So the fact that you motherfuckers putting a term on the younger generation with their so-called stare, their Gen Z stare, dude, the millennials did it, the Gen Xers did it, the fucking boomers did it. The silent generation people, they was doing that shit too. The greatest generation, they all had that same look as well. Not all of them, but a lot of them did. From those particular different generations. But what pisses me off is that you people wanna label that and y'all people wanna label that and put the blame on the young folks having that type of look, having that type of stare. But in actuality, the generations before them had that particular stare as well. So what the fuck are y'all talking about? See, a lot of you humans are very intellectually dishonest. Y'all disingenuous. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense, man. See, I realize a lot of you, since we live in the age of social media now, it's like people want to put terms and labels and making it out as a new thing, but in actuality, it's not really a new thing at all. It's actually been here for years and years and years and years and years. But y'all want to put a label on it and acting like it's new, acting like it's brand new, but it's not. That's what pissed me off about you people. So the whole Gen Z stare, that's been out for many years, way before Gen Z was even thought of. And there's something else I want to talk about too, man. When it comes to us as humans, hear me out. If 99.999% of humans ain't shit, then what's the point of having friendships? What's the point of having relationships? What's the point of actually coming together and create peace? 'Cause I hear this saying all the time, not just a saying, but also, reading memoirs and dossiers on the internet, and also in real life, also in real life, real paper. I've been checking out people's internet vlogs and journals and all that stuff, and I hear the same old lingo for the most part about how most people in the world are full of shit. They're no good and all that stuff. Well, here's the thing though: if most people in the world are not good, then what's the point of getting married? What's the point of having a relationship? What's the point of having a friendship? What's the point of coming together and creating world peace? Or let alone creating peace in your communities. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? The reason I'm saying this is because, not because of what I've read, but also what I've been through when it comes to me per se. I've always been an outcast. I've always been a loner, but I've realized that I've been through some of those same scenarios too. I've been through that as well. And, of course I met some people along the way that was really full of shit. They was horrible people. But I've also met, a few people that were actually okay, that were actually cool. But for the most part, most of them people, they was full of it. So what I'm trying to say is that not everybody's going to like you, which is a given. I understand that. And not everybody's going to rock with you, going to vibe with you. But you're going to find those particular few individuals. Going to find a couple of individuals that actually enjoy your company, that likes you for you. And it is what it is, man. That's it is what it is. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say about that, man. That's all I gotta say. But overall, man, when it comes to the whole Gen Z stare, man, that's been going on for many years. People from the past generations had that type of stare too. The whole soulless burnout stare and all that shit. They did it too. It's just that people are very intellectually dishonest, and they don't want to admit. What's that old saying? We love to point the finger. That's one thing I realize about people. We as humans, we love to point the finger at everybody else. We love to point the finger instead of being real with ourselves and actually pointing the real finger at the real cause of the problem or the real enemy. You get what I'm saying? It's like we love to point the finger, man, and now we're pointing the finger at the younger generation having that same so-called soulless stare, their death soulless stare in their eyes. But in actuality, generations before them was doing the same thing too. But but we as humans, we love to point the finger at something else or someone else just to pass the blame. You know what I'm saying? Enough is enough of the bullshit, man. Let's stop being dishonest about what's really going on with the world and keeping it real within ourselves. And that's all I got to say about that, man. That's all I got to say. So, yeah, man. So, thank you so much and have a good day.